Hey everybody, and welcome to Dude's Brunch, a podcast about breakfast food and pop culture. I'm your host Taylor. With me, as always, we have Shaun Evans and Tyler Reed, and special guest Janet Ford. We're going to go around the table and talk about what everybody had for brunch, starting with Shaun. Shaun, what'd you have for brunch today?
Black coffee.
Got him.
I never would have guessed. The breakfast of people who were poor.
Sorry, kids, can't eat. Daddy has a graduate degree. Next.
Tyler, what did you have for brunch today?
Pretty similar situation. I went from a grande to a venti iced black cold brew coffee and a cake donut with chocolate icing. There you
That
go.
actually sounds pretty good.
Buskin'.
Oh, dude, I miss that place.
Buskin's the shit, man.
It's like just okay, but you know.
Until you don't have it.
Once you have
Right.
Holtman's, you can't go back. You can't go back to any other kind of donut once you've had Holtman's.
Whatever. Janet, what super hip thing did you have for brunch today?
Okay, so I was preparing all week to be able to just look at you and be like, fuck off, Taylor, brunch is just for... But then today I actually ended up eating breakfast. Josh and I went to IHOP, so we got to eat breakfast foods. So my plan was ruined. I was a little upset.
What part of IHOP is in any way international?
I don't know. I honestly have no
hot
idea.
sauce.
They just come out and just pour a whole bunch of soy sauce on a pancake. This is our Asian pancake.
Here, have some spaghetti.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, there's one
spaghetti on a...
spaghetti sauce on it,
soda.
there's a little
Oh
salsa
my
on it.
god.
Yeah, no idea. So, unfortunately, my plan was ruined, but thanks for having me.
What did you have?
Yeah, what did you...
Oh, okay, so I had eggs, I had hash browns, I had a crepe, classy.
There we go, that's international. That counts.
Yeah. And, I don't know, other breakfast foods.
What
The
else?
sign of old people, I guess. I don't know. Old people are just angry as hell at IHOP at 9 a.m. in the morning. So here we
I
are.
think everyone at IHOP is always angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And for brunch today, I had
What'd you have, Taylor?
I had an egg and sausage sandwich and some coffee here at home. Just kind of generic brunch.
Scrambled
It's
egg?
okay.
Sunny side up?
Fried over hard.
Mm.
I don't have the patience for sunny side up. Just throw it on the grill and like cook it until it looks like it's done, and then eat.
That sounds disgusting.
Come at me.
I will. Let's just screw the topics. We're just gonna fight.
We're gonna fight over eggs.
Yeah.
Nathan says, IHOP, take note. International. And that brings up a good point. You can play along at home on Twitter by tweeting at us at Dudes Brunch or spewing hate at each of us as we talk, because our Twitter handles are on the screen over here. You can also play Dudes Brunch Bingo. It's on our website, dudesbrunch.wordpress.com/bingo. Contestants are not allowed to play, Janet, sorry.
Yeah, it's cool.
But the person who has a complete bingo board first tonight will win a free handmade prize by somebody on the show.
It's probably me.
It's probably Shaun. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. Shaun, champ, MVP,
Champ.
I think you wanted to talk about your day at practice, right,
Yeah.
Sport?
Yeah,
Did you have a good day at the footballs?
Yeah, as some of you may know, that you may be keenly aware if you're alive and in America, that football season is returning, and the blooming of rugged masculinity has popped its head amongst our culture again to cover us with information about a football sport.
You were trying so hard to make that into a sex joke, and I just want to applaud your effort.
No, I was trying to make it awkward. I hope I did a good job. I could have done so many sex jokes there. I just don't. Come on, this is a classy show. So basically, I was curious if there was anybody out there on the internet who doesn't care about football as much as I don't care about football. And there are people out there that don't care about football. How awesome is this internet? Once again, bringing people who are in the outside together. So I posted a little article, and it was actually on a website, which I think is hilariously titled, called "Is It Normal?" And I'm glad that this is the question that I got on "Is It Normal?" because I don't know where this website goes. I don't want to explore, but listeners, feel free to not tweet us about weird questions that you find on "Is This Normal?" Because
better yet, tweet them all to Shaun.
This is the
Send
rabbit
all
hole
of them to Shaun.
of websites. So basically the article, the guy, or whoever it was, I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, and they were kind of asking, like, do I have to care about football? Everyone seems to love it. I don't give a crap. Blah, blah, blah. And then generally the comments under it were like, yeah, who cares about football? It's such a dumb sport, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of felt at home. Like, this is great. You know, there are actually people out there that don't care about football as much as I do. So my first question on the low-hanging fruit tree of my topic is, do you guys care about football? I mean, clearly Janet does.
I mean, it's weird because, like, OSU is obviously such a crazy football school. Like, I care about it, and at the same time, I could not give a shit. Like, I care when we win, I guess. Am I a bad person? Like, I cared during the national championships. I was like, yes! But, like, our first game is tomorrow, and I'm like, woo! But, like, I'm always really excited, and then, like, 20 minutes in, I'm like, shit, I've got 3.5 hours left of this. Like, great. And then I'll, like, go do something, and then I come back for the last quarter, and I'm like, all right, let's do this. So, I don't know. I don't think it's weird. I hated football for a really long time.
So you half-ass football.
I half-ass football hardcore.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
Janet represents the majority of the demographic of people that watch football. It's like, is my team playing and they're winning? Okay.
All right, solid. Bring out the beer and the little cocktail weenies.
Right. What's a reason to drink? Let's
go. Having done marching band for a team that was on a 10-year losing streak, I know you guys all remember this. The night that Amelia won their first game in 10 years when we were all in band together, that was the moment that I realized I would never give a shit about football.
Well, I think the problem is that was high school football, and Amelia is also a literal hellhole. And I mean...
A shit on America.
Yeah, as Kevin Vance now says, the world's first methadone clinic as a town.
Previews to the next 2 weeks of episodes have started right here.
Yeah, you're going to hear the context of that remark next week, and it's going to be amazing.
So, like how the Amazon, as in the forest, literally turns over into a fortress base, Amelia flips over into a methadone clinic, right?
Yes.
So you don't,
But no, I don't give a shit about football.
Okay, Tyler, what do you think? Football.
As someone that went to NKU, I think the question answers itself.
What is the
Are
game?
you guys the Norse?
We don't have a football team.
Oh, really?
We have an award-winning women's basketball team, though, and a fledgling soccer team.
Hey, well.
So, I could not give any less of a fuck about football. At all.
I mean, what are you?
I myself don't care. I live in Cincinnati and I rooted for the Bengals. I still kind of like them, but I don't watch them. And then it got so much worse when I moved up to Akron and Cleveland, and then everyone talks about the Browns, and they literally are the definition of perennial losers. And like, as soon as the last game ends, they can't stop talking. Like, there is like 2 months out of the year where you don't have to hear the word Browns every other word on any news program or media outlet up here in Cleveland. And this year they're already talking about them, and they're going to suck. Like, they're not going to win any games, and it's just pointless to talk about them, and it's so stupid, and I don't know why people like this team. They're awful.
Well, I feel like when you're from Cleveland, you gotta find any type of happiness.
We have the Cavs. We have the Cavs. The Cavs are great.
Yeah.
See?
I don't know. Yeah. You guys have something.
Right. And in Columbus, we have the Blue Jackets, and they're pretty good.
But what are you going to do in the winter in Cleveland?
Die.
Ice fishing.
Yeah, you're either going to watch the Browns or you're going to die.
Yeah.
No, the Cavs come on in October.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So that's something to watch. The savior of Akron and Cleveland will be on again. So
either the river catches on fire, or it's just like ice everywhere. There's no in between.
So why do you guys think that people care about football? Be honest. Keep it 100. We're gonna do a keep it 100 this round because this is great. This is my favorite question so far.
Institutionalized sportsism.
That don't make no damn sense.
I'll take it. He was being real. Go.
They're like, sports. We need a sport that every place needs to play. Let's make it football. It's the I don't know.
I was gonna say 50% power fantasy, 50% slightly awkwardly gay.
Got him.
And you get to kind of plays into that a little bit.
See, I was going to say 25% for both of those, and then 50% standing around drinking and eating fattening food.
Also,
I'm going with Taylor's.
That's any sporting event, though.
No, that's not true.
No, baseball, come on.
Baseball, yeah, there's a lot of
yourself.
standing and sitting around and drinking. But basketball moves pretty quick.
What about men's volleyball?
No, say that for the next one. Say that for the next question.
Okay.
Say that for the next question.
Let's be real, Janet. No one gives a fuck about men or women's volleyball.
Not true. Sean's dad loves
That's
volleyball.
True. Right. No one cares about men's volleyball then. Okay, I retract.
Well, yeah, men. Yeah.
Also not true. Tom Cruise.
I think I would say football. Why do you watch football? 90% living the glory days. 10% masculine crisis.
Fair.
That's dark. As expected from you.
Now that's just real life, Taylor.
I'll take it there. So, okay, next question. Why the fuck is it called football?
Because you do the thing with the foot.
Like driving?
Yeah, I don't know. Like walking, running.
We should call NASCAR foot car then.
Okay.
I can get behind that.
Okay. Any explanations? Anybody want to give it a go?
Well, I think it actually does come from actual football, soccer from Europe, right? I don't know that much about the history of sports, but
this isn't a factual show.
If I can find it, I'm gonna look it up on Wikipedia.
Because way back when King Arthur pulled the sword out, a fairy came down and blessed a ball and was like, "Fuck, this is football." Facts.
Facts.
I don't have anything better to offer. I apologize.
I like your narrative. It can just be. You don't have to actually find this out. It's just giving me a good narrative. How did it start?
It's because it's based off of rugby.
Yes, I figured it out. It's based off of rugby football, and rugby is a descendant of football. I can Wikipedia.
Oh.
I was asking for you to make up a narrative, though. Like, how did it start? Like Janet.
Oh, well, they looked at the two closest things in the locker room. There was a ball and somebody's foot, and so football.
Which type of ball?
You decide.
Oh, hey-o!
Pew, pew, pew.
Narrative about how football came to be.
I'm just gonna say that it's because America likes to do everything different on purpose just to be different, much like the metric system. So we're like, well, this is called football. Let's make our own game of college football.
Sounds about right.
Podcast audience, tweet in why you think it's called football. I'm interested to see what you come up with.
I think that God made the football to purposely taunt Charlie Brown for the rest of his life.
There you go.
That's it. That's the only reason football exists.
Blockhead.
We figured it out.
And my last question was, we can make it short. What sport should replace football? Your choice. It doesn't have to be a sport. It can be just an event, a hobby, maybe something.
Okay,
something that you
all
would
right.
like to see people get behind.
All right. Here we go. So what we do is we build and erect a giant stadium, and so we get people in cars and a giant soccer ball, and we use the cars to push the ball into the net. And so it's like Destruction Derby, soccer, and all sorts of sports. So we'll call it Rocket League. It's a video game. Yes, it is.
It isn't a game. Yeah, I was about to say. I feel like I've seen this before.
But just think about the real-world implications of a bunch of cars in a giant stadium pushing a ball around. I just want that.
Oh, I would totally watch that. That'd be awesome.
Or Bloodsport, gladiator combat. Done.
Yeah, that would be an interesting fall, like collegiate sport. Battle to the death.
Killing lions, come on. The university mascot, you kill it. You gotta fight it in hand-to-hand combat. AKU is a bunch of Vikings, so we just get some like Eastern European people. They just
Yeah, well, I was about to say, like, I feel like going against like Alabama with like their elephant would really suck. But like, I'm trying to think of like a mascot that's like really small and dumb.
A Buckeye.
Yeah, it is. No, it truly is. Every time I talk shit about other mascots, I'm like, fuck, we're a tree. Like, we're literally a nut. But I love my Buckeyes. You know what? Fuck you.
Could you say that you liked him nuts?
Do you like these nuts?
Hey, Jesus. Got him!
Fuck all of you.
I didn't understand the context of that.
If that's not an LSU chant this year, make it.
I didn't know where D's nuts
Can you go to every football game?
Isn't D's nuts like a serious presidential candidate right now?
Yes. Yeah.
As in,
God
it's
bless.
a 15-year-old running for president that has more votes than actual candidates? Yes.
God bless this great nation. Honestly, that's amazing.
It's on par with when you ran for prom queen freshman year with a poster
And
that
I
said, "My name Janet, vote me prom queen."
I feel like I had another one out there that said something about putting out.
Oh yeah, my name's Janet. I'll put out if you make me.
Sorry,
No, it was
family.
Vote Janet. She puts out on prom.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
was it.
To
Sorry,
be fair, that's a
family
pretty good
members.
platform to run on.
Yeah, I got yelled at. They told me to take it down.
Oh no!
Guess who still won?
Yeah.
And guess who did not put out on prom night?
Oh.
Aw,
This gal.
that's alright.
Actually, that's what I want the new sport to be. Is like stupid high school gossip stuff. So I don't know
Hell
if it's
yeah.
prom queen or if we just get like super into Big Brother as a nation. I think
Big
that would
Brother
be a
as
lot
in
more
like the
fun.
1984 concept, or like
Big
the
Brother as in
reality
a reality show.
Oh, well
Like
that's
communist.
But it's,
People
but
have
it's
like
high
fantasy
school
Big
drama?
Brother leagues.
Okay.
You know,
That'd be
you get
fun.
your bros, you get some beers, and you watch Big Brother. Yeah, bro.
Bro.
you're supposed to play GameCube. What the fuck are you talking about, Taylor?
That's what I'm saying. We replaced football with Big Brother rather than GameCube.
I
That
want
was-
professional Legos.
Got him.
I want to see somebody. I want to be behind people to build Lego models as fast as they can.
Do they get to like throw bricks at each other?
Have you? Oh my god.
Are you talking about competitive juggling?
No.
Is that a thing?
Yes. It's
What?
it's where two people juggle, but simultaneously try to stop each other from keeping their bowling pins up, so they like slap each other with their pins while continuously juggling on a stage.
I want that in my life.
I don't think you actually do.
I'm done.
So speaking of things that I don't actually want in my life, Tyler, why the fuck was I looking at Japanese weird bird hentai in a
Don't you
coffee
dare
shop
ever
this
talk
weekend?
shit about Hatoful Boyfriend. Hatoful Boyfriend is a legend. Alright.
I was
I
in
never
a
even heard
coffee
of this
shop
until like.
when I pulled this up, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? I need to close my computer."
Yeah. No, you can. I'll let you explain it, Tyler, but Hatoful Boyfriend is literally a masterpiece.
I like how you're like upset about Hatoful Boyfriend, but not John Cena's sexy high school adventure.
I was gonna save that as a
couldn't get
surprise.
through that. Look. I guess I draw the line at pigeon boyfriends, where you're the only human in a school of pigeons, and you have to get to a certain point with a pigeon halfway throughout the game, or else you get taken off and euthanized. I guess that's my line, because I just could not handle John Cena. I just...
Alright, so it was like Thursday or Friday, and so I was like, shit, can't think of a good topic. Let's see what everyone else picked. And I was like, oh, look at these fruits just hanging out on the ground. Let's just pick them up. And so I was like, all right. I can't like post like a serious discussion about fucking anything. So I chose visual novels. It was just gonna be about John Cena, but I was like, no, let's take this a step further. So the visual novel trend has been increasingly popular recently in the YouTube gaming space, popularized particularly by like Press Hard to Continue and like Game Grumps, at least in my spheres of knowledge. And so visual novels, if you don't know, are like video games, except for you just read stuff and you choose an answer, and then something happens. You know, there's not a lot to it. So it's
And it's usually dating.
What?
Right? Isn't it usually dating?
Yeah, it can be, but not exclusively. But anyway, so I selected 3 visual novels: Sakura Spirit, Hatoful Boyfriend, John Cena's Sexy High School Adventure, descending into the insanity that is the new meta of visual novels. I'll just go over you. Sakura Spirit is like a sort of like, it's like an ecchi, like sort of like fap, like bait, like kind of visual novel where it's like puts
not
you
I
in
really hope that nobody.
You're not selling this.
like sexy situations, you know, and then and Hatoful Boyfriend, I'm sure many of you know, is the simulator in which you are a human in a world full of pigeons, which is actually a post-apocalyptic setting in which
You have to mate with a pigeon.
right, you're the only human alive because they've all died because of a virus that is harbored by pigeons, which actually ends up turning to be a murder mystery, but we don't care about that. And so from there, we go to John Cena's Sexy High School Adventure, in which everyone is John Cena, and it's just the degradation of our sanity. So, have any of you ever played a visual novel game? Does it look appealing to you? And which of these 3 was the most appealing for you, if at all? Shaun, start with you.
No. No, and what is it? Hatoful Boyfriend? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Wait, how do you say it?
Hatoful Boyfriend.
Hatoful Boyfriend. That was my favorite.
Okay.
Just the commentary was just hilarious.
So none of them looked appealing.
No.
No. But if you had to choose, Hatoful Boyfriend. All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Taylor?
That one was the funniest. That one was like, I was laughing the whole time.
Alright, Taylor, what do you think?
I would not play one of these games.
Oh, boo.
Fuck you. These games are terrifying. They're so weird. They're so weird.
Okay, it's not the weirdest thing Japan's ever produced. Let's be real here.
That's right.
That's
Be
true.
real.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nathan says I need an adult for this episode.
That's
Nathan.
about right.
You do.
So, which one did you like, Taylor? Which one did you like the most? If you had to choose, obviously, because you probably didn't like any of them.
In terms of which one did I like, what I like to play, or which one did I enjoy the video of more?
Any.
I would like to play John Cena's Sexy High School Adventure the most.
Okay.
I thought Hatoful Boyfriend was absolutely hysterical.
Okay, good. Janet.
All right. So I know I got really worked up about Hatoful Boyfriend. I've never actually played it before, but I really want to play that. So I want to play that.
I really hope that at some point you actually mate with the pigeon during that game.
I don't know if you do.
I just want to know that it exists.
Well, I know. Okay, all I know about the game is that there are the pigeons, and there are different types of birds that you can potentially mate with, and you have to, date them. But if the concept of dating a bird is way too hard for you, they've also got like an anime version of the bird, which honestly that terrifies me more so than the actual just dating a pigeon. Like, that's just fucked up. Let's accept it. But when there's the actual anime person rendering of the pigeon,
it's not this person represented as a pigeon, it's this pigeon represented as a person. That's right.
So it's like the delusion of a madman or something. Like,
it's all
trying
pigeons.
to imagine what this bird would look like trying to make it complete, somehow normalize the idea of sexual relations with a pigeon.
With a pigeon.
As someone who's watched the entire playthrough of that, you don't actually really end up really making out or having sex with them, but it's mostly it's actually sort of. Well, half of them really are kind of a jokes, to be honest.
I feel like the whole thing is a joke.
Well, it is, but it also has some commentary involved with it because like I said, after you've dated all of them, there's a true ending in which your body gets decapitated, and so you're playing the other pigeons, and it's a murder mystery to figure out who killed you and what's going on, and then there's these, and then the humans opened up this dome in the high school, and because there's actually this giant thing that the pigeons are all contained in, and so there's this war that's breaking out, and it so but that's after you
date all the pigeons.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
As someone who reads almost no novels and watches almost no pornography, this is the worst of both that I've ever heard of.
Let me just get this plot line straight for this game. So, polygamous sexual congress with pigeons meets spiritual clue and Under the Dome.
You also live in a cave.
So it's a platonic story, and then what I just said after that.
Janet,
they actually notate on that. You're like, why are you in this cave? Because some of them come to your house, and it's it's winter, and it's really cold.
Janet, did you know about this? Is this a thing?
I knew about the game. I knew part of it. I didn't know all of it. I didn't know that. I thought it was if you messed up and you couldn't find a pigeon to love you enough, then you got taken away and killed. And then it just kind of faded to black.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware that... Yeah, I was not aware that there was a murder mystery.
Right, but that's the next level. That's the next layer of this onion that is this game.
Can we do this for Shaun doesn't play?
Okay, it'll be down the pipeline in a few weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so on to the next question, because that took way too long. But that's okay, we had fun. Alright, so which voiceover work did you prefer? Did you enjoy Dodger, who did John Cena and Hatoful Boyfriend, or did you like Game Grumps, which did Sakura Spirit?
I liked the woman who did the latter two, because she was obviously paying attention to the game and commenting on it, whereas the Game Grumps guys were having so much fun making jokes that they would sometimes skip whole lines of the dialogue, which sounds like a stupid complaint, but all of the dialogue in these games is so dumb that I want to have every piece of it read aloud.
Taylor's actually watching it for the plot.
Yeah.
He's about the romance. He knows what he wants to hear.
Also, speaking of the plot, why is it that every time they go anywhere, there's no one there? It's like, I walked into the nurse's station. There was no one there. I asked if there was anyone there. There was no one there. Is that a trope?
Probably.
Every one of them did that. It was like, you go to Johnny Cena's house. There's no one there. Is anyone there? And then he just appears out of nowhere.
Hey, I'm John Cena. So you prefer Dodger then, because
Yes.
it was more consistent and to the point.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, did you say me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh shit.
It's a free for all now.
I like the Game Grumps?
Yeah.
I liked them. The other girl, I'm sorry, I don't know. She was doing like all the voices, and I was like, cool. I don't know. I like they were having fun, but I'm also the type of person I talk during movies, so I mean,
Gotcha.
I feel like we were on the same page.
Whereas Taylor watches for the plot. So.
Yeah.
True facts.
So, yep.
I also chose a middle episode for Sakura Spirit because as someone that's also watched almost all of Sakura Spirit, the first 3 episodes isn't sexy at all. It finally gets to a point. He's like, I'm just in high school. I'm gonna go to a dojo. You're like, okay, sweet, I don't give a fuck. I want the Fox girl to be dripping wet, and she's like, kiss me. He's like, I don't think so.
Which is actual dialogue.
Right.
From the actual
I don't want to kiss a wet fox.
As soon as they start talking about kissing
Wait.
wet,
Just
I
clear
need
it up.
to close this browser tab.
Just to clear it up, she was wet because she was outside.
Yes, and she fell into a pool of water.
Oh,
How convenient.
Okay, 'cause that wasn't where I went with that, and now I feel really embarrassed and gross.
It's okay, Shaun.
Didn't you watch it?
Looks like someone didn't watch it.
I watched the other 2.
It's okay. You watched the only one that... Oh, Shaun, that was the one that you're supposed to compare and contrast. It's okay. It's fine. So, I guess Okay, so you only watched one.
No, I watched John Cena and...
Right, but that's the same person. Did you like the way that she changed up the voices, even though...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? You didn't find them grating?
No.
Okay.
Her voice reminded me of, girls that I know.
Mm-hmm.
What they sound like when they read this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine. Oh, God.
All right, so final question.
Taking me to some weird places, guys. Let's get
It's okay. Presupposing you're gonna play one of these, would you enjoy playing by yourself with a group of people, or strictly watching them on YouTube? So the third option is not playing them at all and just watching it.
Group of people.
Yeah, group of people for sure. I would love to do a podcast play to get let's play of one of these.
Mm-hmm.
That would be hysterical.
Pigeons.
That was none of the answers, Janet.
She just gets some arc and speed breadcrumbs to pigeons.
Pigeons.
That was answer D. None of the above.
That should be answer D in every multiple choice test. Pigeons.
Pigeons.
Heterosexual relationships with pigeons.
Look for that on our next bingo board.
There you go. I'll put it out there. I don't care. I'm an agent of chaos.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
All right,
Is
so
there
Janet,
anything else we can say about this shit?
for just to humor me, by yourself with a group or just watch it on YouTube.
Oh, totally in a group.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No
when I
one-
said pigeons, I was tacking it on to Taylor's answer. And
Gotcha.
then it just came out as I was just saying.
Gotcha.
Just watch them with pigeons.
I kind of
I
actually,
mean,
I like the produced version actually. I kind of like just watching honestly either
Kind of got a
format.
voyeur tendency with yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, but
You also sexy time with pigeons.
I like sort of their interpretation. I kind of like just seeing it, or not seeing it, but listening to it as a. I don't know.
There's no way you can say this without it sounding creepy.
I know.
It sounded. I watch porn for its cinematography. That's what you're about to say.
That's right, Taylor.
Notice the way the camera artfully pans from the
asshole to it.
Man, we are earning that parental advisory sticker tonight.
Got him. Just 3 minutes of just straight asshole.
I am not making that the podcast episode title.
Just 3
Why
minutes.
not? That should be it. That should be it.
Our ratings would go through the roof.
Oh my gosh.
A little bit of booty butt. What are you guys talking about? Come on. What's wrong with that? Alright, so I pretty much got my giggle party out of that, so we can just move on.
From one train wreck into another.
Ayo!
Janet,
Yes.
what? Janet sent us a Word document that said, if you say swag 3 times in front of a mirror, nothing will happen because swag is dead. ...
Well, honestly, that was like the first sentence that came to my mind for some reason when I was typing. And I was saving it. I was like, this is hilarious. And then I sent it to you, and you didn't even say anything. Didn't get a single response from anyone. I was like, I tried. But, so my topic was, I don't know where I had this thought, but I was wondering, like, what if history, man discovered fire, and then behind the fire pit, they just happened to find a smartphone with a data plan and all the social media that we have nowadays. And, like, how different do you think the world would be? I like to think, well, okay, here, wait. I guess I'll open it up to everyone. Do you think, okay, so, caveman, fire, smartphone. Do you think the history of humankind as we know it would have changed, or do you think there would just be a lot more leaked nudes in the history of mankind?
How did you know that's what I was going to say?
Because that's literally what I was going to say.
That's such a Reggie Watts question. I think history would be a little bit different. I think we would have discovered, not to go super downer, but I think we would have, like, found out about the Holocaust faster.
Jesus, Taylor.
Yeah, shit, that just got... No, but that makes sense. I mean, you'd find out more about, like, world...
Yeah, you would find
things.
out more about world events faster, which was a big issue, particularly when you had things like that, or a lot of the issues with the slave trade where people weren't really aware of, like, how their economic system was functioning and where all of these slaves were coming from. So I think on that dark note, like, history would be different. But then on the other end of it, I think we would see, you know, a lot more leaked nudes, a lot of, like, I mean, you think about all of the stupid shit that we do on social media. Imagine if the people who
described the two of the most opposite sides of the coin.
But that's how the internet is, right? Like, think about all of the dumb ideas that people have had through history, and then imagine if they had the power of the internet behind them.
How long do you think it would have taken them to find out, what's it called, lolcats?
Minutes.
Minutes.
Lolcats would have been, like, in the 17th century.
Cats existed all the time. They could just send
Take a
pictures of
picture,
them.
yeah.
But you could have, like,
Cleopatra would have been doing lolcats. The Egyptians would
flat
have been
Earth
doing lolcats.
conspiracy people having their own subreddit. How weird would that be?
Oh.
Like, the world is flat. r/flat world.
I'm glad you understood the humor of the subject, Taylor. After you said the Holocaust, I was like, Jesus.
I had to prove that we're sometimes an intellectual podcast for like half a second.
Yeah, okay. Well, kind of ruined my topic. Now I feel like a jerk.
I didn't... Okay, so, against Taylor's point, I didn't really read it like this. I was thinking, like, what if George Washington really had a Twitter account? Like, what kind of stuff would he say?
Oh no, that's what I was gonna. Sorry, that was part 2 of.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But we can go into that.
Well,
No,
no, Shaun
yeah.
has to have his graduate student moment.
No,
Go ahead.
Okay.
it's fine. Let's get to that part when we get there.
All right, because I have a pretty solid theory that George Washington was an original fuckboy. So.
Well, let's hold that.
That's the title of the podcast.
George Washington, OG fuckboy. But no,
Okay.
Shaun, I want to hear your thoughts on this thing. Would history be different?
Yeah, of course it would. I'm not going to speculate how it is. That's like saying, oh, yeah, well, I had dibs on somebody's CD player in the year 3000. That's just stupid. But yeah, it would have been different, yeah.
I
don't
could
know how.
tell you, I could explain what this would be like. So there's an anime that's almost exactly like this.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh well, shit.
In which society is plunged into the earth with no technology whatsoever. But above the earth, there's like giant robots that roam around that are being controlled by like beast people.
What is this called? Wait.
Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Okay.
So basically, they get a hold of technology and they use it, but they can't like read or write or like. But they control giant fucking robots. So I just imagine like our entire like writing system would just be symbol based, like glyphs. Because if we're just looking at like an iPhone, you know, it's like, look, this is a camera. This is what this does. And after like thousands of years of just fucking figuring it out, and like pulling this shit apart, we'd like be like rocketing to the moon, but like still like hunting for food, like in a primitive setting. We'd like, I don't know. I think it would be pretty fucking sweet.
That's deep.
Yeah, no, I think that we're just way too stupid as I don't know. I just
Yeah.
feel like everything would be the same, except we would see a lot of nudes, honestly. Like,
Remember when you
yeah.
had to go to the art gallery to see nudes? Not anymore.
You know, Janet, one of my defining descriptions of you,
Oh, wow.
when I'm
Okay.
talking about you to other people, I mention when
Talking shit?
no, I
I
say
should get hit, Taylor.
when people reach for Janet's phone at parties or even in public, she immediately dives for it and yells, "Oh no, my nudes!"
I haven't done that in so long. Yell that, not I don't have nudes on my phone.
Don't judge me either way.
What?
It's
Don't
okay.
judge me either way.
What you gotta do?
But, anyways, all right. Off the topic of again, I'm sorry, my family. Who?
Barely watching. Hi, Ford family.
But okay. On to my okay. So I kept the questions pretty vague because I kind of wanted to catch everyone off guard and see what you guys thought of, like first thing you guys thought of. So I'm going to list a category, and I want you to name a person who falls under this category. So, okay, most likely to post. So throughout time, anybody. Who is most likely to post either The Onion or some type of non-real news story as a legitimate news source on their social media and create a panic? I'll let you guys go first. Taylor.
Oh no, I was hoping you wouldn't call me first. Bill Clinton?
I don't know. All right. A reason for that?
I just mostly all of the portrayals of him on Saturday Night Live. That's just the vibe I get, where he's kind of blundering and like, I didn't have sexual relations with that woman, or like him playing his saxophone around the White House. Like, I don't know, he just seems really kooky, and I know he wasn't like that, but
Yeah. All right,
we're
fair.
completely off the rails with this question anyway. So
Sorry.
I'm
Not
gonna
sorry.
say Bill Clinton.
All right. Shaun, we're just going down the line.
FDR.
Fair.
I feel like he would be the one to have like a great practical joke, and then he'd be like, "Just kidding," and be like, "Ah, you saved us from the depression. You're all right. We love you. You're cool."
Okay.
Wait, so
Alright,
you're making a sensationalist story out of a fake news lead?
Yeah.
Shit. I'm looking through famous people right now, so I'm trying
Alright. Well, do you want me to say my person?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Definitely be Thomas Edison. Because you know how, when Tesla came out and then he fucking electrocuted that elephant? Yeah. Like, I feel like he would definitely be like, #elephant emoji, electricity kills.
Lightning bolt.
Yeah, lightning bolt. Don't use Tesla's.
Skull and crossbones.
Yeah. Like, I feel like he would definitely be another OG fuckboy. Like, seriously.
I don't think that makes you a fuckboy. That just makes you a bad person.
I think it does, though. Okay, going a little bit off.
Can you define for the listeners what an OG fuckboy is?
Okay, so I guess Edison really isn't an OG fuckboy. I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, he is.
We're gonna live Urban Dictionary this.
He fucked over Tesla. He fucked over.
Yeah, he did.
He fucked over everybody.
Okay, why did he have to why an elephant? Why couldn't you pick something in your backyard? Why did you have to get something that was fucking imported from a different
Have you watched
continent?
the Bob's Burgers where they do a musical about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The page refreshed. Fuckboy. A guy who tries to get with everyone. A player. A guy who will lie to a girl to make them hook up with them or send pics. They think they are the shit when they aren't. A guy who will only date a girl for their body. A total ass. A guy that will make a girl laugh and make a girl cry and laugh. And a guy who lies when they say, I love you. Used in a sentence. Hey, turns out he was a fuckboy. Spelled F-U-C-K-B-O-I, no space.
Yeah, no, Edison is definitely an OG fuckboy.
Yeah.
I put him in that category.
Yeah. Why an elephant? They're so expensive. You had to go buy one.
Why not 100 chickens?
Yeah,
They're
obviously
so
you
cheaper.
shouldn't electrocute an animal. That's horrible.
Why
But
not
a deer. I'm sure there were deer just roaming fucking everywhere.
one possum?
Yeah.
Okay, Janet, what's your next one? We're
Okay.
getting way the fuck
Oh
off the
gosh.
rails.
Okay.
No,
I'm
that's
sure,
alright.
I'm just gonna say Castro, Hitler. I'm sure they would
Alright.
probably say something
Fair.
stupid.
Okay.
Done.
Most likely to send nudes. We're going back to the nudes. I would think Benjamin Franklin, honestly.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin. But I also think George Washington would get a little freaky. I could see him going up to Martha and being like, hey, who's the daddy of your country? And she was like, George, go back to bed. But... Or, he could definitely use the hashtag, my teeth aren't the only things made of wood, or something like that.
Uh-oh.
I could see George Washington being an OG fuckboy.
Walt Disney. There you go. Done.
Walt Disney.
Mine is a tie
Okay.
between Alexander Graham Bell, the
Okay.
inventor of the telephone,
Fair.
Gotcha.
and I can't think of his name now.
Marilyn Monroe. Done.
No, well,
Yeah.
yes, but no.
I'm looking at a list.
Shit, what's
sorry.
his name? I think it's Bill Haley, the 50s early rock and roll singer who got in trouble for marrying his cousin.
Yeah.
Didn't Elvis do that?
No, it wasn't Elvis. It was around the same time, though. I'm going to look it up.
What was his name again?
I think it was Bill Haley. Could be wrong, though.
This is such a good question.
Oh, there he is.
Madonna, but she's still alive.
So she sends nudes now.
Yeah.
All
Sigmund Freud,
right.
probably.
You're just throwing out names now at this point.
Andrew
I think he
Hitchcock.
would. Why
What?
not?
Hitchcock.
Yeah.
With a name like that, you gotta.
Right.
All right, I got one last question. Who would be most likely to be a Vine superstar? I go with Andrew Jackson. He would film all of his duels. Be like, watch me flick off Congress.
I would say Charlie Chaplin.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Just him like running into stuff.
Okay, and then with that, I'm done.
I'm gonna say Cleopatra.
All right.
Because I see her as a very like almost Beyonce-esque type.
I could see it. I could see it.
Beyonce.
Bay.
Surfboard.
Tyler's still looking. Did you?
J.R. Tolkien. Done. All right, let's go.
Okay.
How is that even an answer?
I don't know.
You just picked a
What, the
famous person
nudes?
from history.
No, he's J.R. Tolkien's a Vine star. No, I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stress you out like this.
Okay. There's just so many people that have existed in the entire world
I know.
that are popular.
You could just go for the trump card and just say Jesus.
There you go.
Yeah. You'd
No,
be a
I don't
Vine
think-
star.
I don't think Jesus is a Vine star. He's too like talkative.
Oh, are you kidding me? I could totally see him being like, watch this party trick, and he pours out water and it comes out as wine.
Good point.
God, this list has Anne Frank as the last entry, and I keep being like, I can't say that.
Yeah, no, dude, don't bring it.
But Anne Frank, let's be real, she could be any of these things, and it would just be
Whoa.
what?
Too far.
She could be a Vine star. She could.
I feel bad for chuckling a little.
I'm just.
We're just gonna move on, Tyler.
We're gonna move on. All right. Okay.
Did you have any more questions, Janet?
Nope, that was it. Thanks for playing along.
Absolute carnage.
Great segment.
Me Tech Man.
Speaking of things that probably shouldn't have existed, my topic this week, Cal Chuchesta's hot new mixtape, the new Cal-asic. All right, so if you're not familiar with Cal Chuchesta, he is the fictional roommate of music critic Anthony Fantano. Anthony created Cal as like the physical representation of really crappy music fans, and the internet fell in love with Cal, and it got to the point where people were watching the videos for Cal and not for the music reviews, and so Anthony made Cal a mixtape, which I made all of these kind people listen to this week. So, first of all, how much do you love Cal Chuchesta?
Not at all.
Go to hell, Taylor.
You owe me an hour of my life.
I love you all so much. I love Cal Chuchesta. What was your favorite track on the new Cal-asic?
It was called Go to Hell, Taylor.
Seriously, you have to pick a favorite. I'm not moving on until you do.
Coca-Cola.
Coco?
Yeah.
Which was originally a song about cocaine, and then Cal made it about hot cocoa. Get it? Coco? It's a pun?
I hate you.
I don't know if that's a pun. So much. It's
I hate you.
that's.
Yeah, I think that's
not
what it
a
comes
pu-
down
That's
to.
not what a pun is.
Tyler, what was your favorite song?
Everyone just gang up on Taylor for the rest of the segment. Nobody just.
Going up, throwing up
Yep.
on a Tuesday.
Throwing up on a Tuesday?
Much
Yeah, that was-
food, hey. I
Janet?
am angry.
I guess
So
that
mad.
one.
Which one was your favorite?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't like this, but it was the only song I got more than 20 seconds in. Hot Dinner.
I like Hot Dinner. I think it's ridiculous.
I got 27 seconds. I wrote it all down in my little notebook, how many seconds I was able to last.
So who was your favorite feature on the album? Your favorite guest appearance?
Fuck if I know.
I didn't pay attention to that.
There were some hot-ass features on this.
No,
That's
there
like getting
were.
dragged behind a horse, like wearing and asking like, What about the architecture of the Western style buildings did you appreciate? Nothing. I didn't. I was being drunk behind a horse.
Yeah. I agree.
Tyler?
None of the above.
Pigeons.
Pigeons!
See, my favorite was Filthy Frank, who on Coco said, "Do you want to build a snowman? Fuck that, I got Coco, bitch."
That's nice. That's
How many
nice.
times did you listen to this album this week?
Right. So,
Oh boy, okay.
who actually knew about this mixtape or Chuchesta before I sent them this PDF?
Not me.
Just because you put it on the YouTube last week before you went on air.
So just Shaun and Tyler.
Yup.
Did that influence how you listened to it?
Sporadically, yes.
That's why I gave it an honest shot.
I had heard my favorite songs already, so I was like, I got enough out of it.
Which ones had you heard already?
Because I Am Angry had already been out, and then I'm pretty sure Coco had already been out, and then Throwing Up on Tuesday was already out too.
You didn't like Firm from the Apple Store?
I mean,
I think that's actually the only decently put together song on this whole thing.
I'm just saying those are the ones that I already listened to before because they've been released already.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, I think I know what the answer to this is, but did you find this tape funny or annoying?
A little of both.
Yeah. That sounds about right. We'll call
Yeah.
it. We'll call him.
I honestly kind of wanted to just kill myself halfway through, so. Yeah, I was not a fan. Not even ironically.
Do you enjoy the original songs that these are based off of? Some of these?
Kind of, but like I don't know. That usually doesn't like bother me. I don't know. I just
Do you like Weird Al?
No.
no. You
All
see,
right,
that's
well-
the thing. I'm weird about parodies. Like,
Thank you. Thank you, Janet. Thank you.
yeah, they're like okay, half of them are funny, and the other half is just like a weird old dude trying too hard. Like,
Yep. Totally.
Thank you. You see, someone gets it.
Interesting.
Yeah. You see?
Yeah, I can see how you hated this then.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer about all this, but yeah, but hey,
Cool.
I'll have you know. So, official stats. Listen to 27 seconds of Hot Dinner, 4 seconds of I Was Throwing Up, and then I forced myself to listen to 19 seconds of Coco, and then I stopped. So, that was my official stats for
You
this
didn't
album.
even get to some of the best songs on the album.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Yeah, you know what? So
Yeah,
be it. Let
thanks,
it be
thanks,
so.
Taylor.
Friend
Taylor,
from the Apple Store and
That's
I Am Angry are so awfully good.
Mm,
Shaun, how much did you make it through?
I skipped through a lot of it.
That means I've listened to the most because I've heard heard the three that I mentioned before at least 2 or 3 times in full, and then again for this topic. So I'm at like at least 20 minutes.
And I can honestly say that I've listened to this album all the way through at least 3 times.
Taylor, it was nice knowing you.
Alright, so I'm going to add a question real quick. Of what you listened to, what was your favorite lyric? Did you even get far enough to hear words?
No.
Well, yeah, but
It's can't handle bars.
Yeah, these rappers don't ride bikes because they can't handle bars. That's actually my favorite
That's
too.
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there are moments of redemption in this steaming pile of shit.
That's like, I don't know, looking at a fly eating the shit and being like, the circle of life. Like, I feel like that's not saying a whole lot.
oh, I haven't made any shit references this entire show.
Got him.
We just did.
You.
No.
We
Wasn't a
did.
reference.
Yeah. Shaun didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, fair. All right, final question of the night.
Thanks, Janet. Thanks for.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, I got your back.
How much do you love the cocoa?
Not
Janet,
enough. Not enough. Not enough.
Shaun.
Shaun's gonna start crying. Look at
Pigeons.
him.
D.
Pigeons.
D pigeons. I don't know what to say.
Tyler, how much do you love the cocoa?
All of the above.
I'm in love with the cocoa.
I think you need some help, Taylor. I think that.
Well, listeners, we'll put a link to the album in the notes, and if you
Don't
listen to
listen
the whole
to it.
thing all the way through,
Regrettably.
Yeah, don't listen to it. You'll hate
I'll
yourself.
be very impressed with you and maybe send you a prize. Maybe
He
it'll just.
won't.
I'll
Cheap
send you
bastard.
cocoa. I'll send you cocoa through the mail if you listen to the whole.
Taylor,
thing.
that's illegal.
Do I get a prize? Because I had to listen to it. I had to listen to like a full minute of it. Here, let me do the math. Yeah, I had to listen to like 40 seconds of it. Do I get a prize?
No,
Let me do that.
Fuck. Why am I even here?
because you have to do your shameless plugs.
Oh, yeah.
It's that time,
Transition.
ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the end of our show and shameless plugs. Tyler, shameless plugs from you.
Hey, what up? All right, so you can find my design work at tylerdreed.com. You can find me on Twitter at TDRDesign. Shaun doesn't play video games at Shaun Doesn't Play on Twitter. We're doing a pilot demo episode tonight after the show. I guess I'm going to throw some links around, but no promises it'll be any good because it's the rough cut. We're just going to try to feel out the show and kind of get our groove going with that. So, yeah. Got him.
Shameless plugs from you.
Check out my Twitter. Look at my Tumblr. Follow me on Meerkat. I'm thinking about getting a Snapchat just because I've really felt guilted into it after this week. It doesn't hurt when it comes from you guys, but when Janet's mad at me, and then I'm like, oh.
Wait, what?
I thought you were mad at me because I didn't have a Snapchat.
Oh, my God. What?
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
Just kidding.
Hey, well-
I'm not getting a Snapchat. Just kidding.
Oh.
Well, I mean, if that's what it takes, then yeah, sure, I'm pissed off at you. I hate you.
No, it's alright. I done that. Yeah, I'm Meerkat. I'm gonna write a bunch of stuff for Dudes Brunch here pretty soon. Why we're on different things. I kind of have a political statement to make, but I don't really want to say it now
Because this show's been so deep already.
right?
You can write it in an article, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Janet, shameless
All
plugs
right.
from you.
I guess follow me on Snapchat. My Twitter isn't public, unfortunately, which Taylor gives me shit for all the time. But you can watch.
Ooh.
You know what? I don't even care anymore. So follow me on Snapchat, where you can see all the weird shit I do on a day-to-day basis. It's I can is be Asian. Pretty long. Again, it's I can is be Asian. And yeah, thanks for having me on the show. I had a blast.
Thanks for coming. It was really fun.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
You're the second female guest I ever had on the show, so.
Hey!
It wasn't
look at
really
you
Dudes
guys.
Brunch today. It was mixed company and such. Brunch.
Well, I mean, I kind of look like a boy, if that makes you feel better. Cut off all my
Aw.
hair. No, I mean, it's great. Nobody hits on me in bars. It's phenomenal. No fuckboys. Zero fuckboys. They see me walking in. They see me walking in, and they look at me, and we make eye contact. They're like, all right, we're both after the same thing. I'm just like, we're not. I'm like, we're not, but as long as you feel that way, great. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
You don't get any converters that come over and, like, the real OG fuckboys that are like,
No.
I'm gonna get her back. I'm gonna get
I mean,
her back.
I have like a pretty mean bitch face, so like anybody comes within like 5 meters, and I'm like, I will fucking destroy you. So I mean, I'm not really a pleasant person, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
All of this and more every day on
Yeah,
Snapchat.
on my Snapchat, I talk to my cat a lot, or my dog, or my
Random
hamster.
people in traffic.
Yeah, I do that too. I do that a lot.
HGTV.
Fuck HGTV.
Whoa.
You know what? I'll give you some plug
okay.
time to hate on HGTV. Go ahead.
Okay, so my problem isn't with HGTV. My problem is with the people on HGTV. They always come up and they're like, so I have $20, but I want a high-rise apartment in Manhattan with a backyard, and then they walk in and then they're like, why is it smaller than my suburban home? I don't get it. This backyard is too small. And they're like, you have $20. What did you expect? Here's a cardboard box. And they're like, no, I want stainless steel appliances. And then my favorite is when the realtor finally just looks at him and is like, you don't have enough money. And I'm like, yes! That was it. That was the shortened version of why I hate the people on HG.
That could just be a show. Like,
Yeah.
breaking people's home buying spirits.
Yeah.
Janet
If I
watches
can come
the
out
people
on the
on
next-
HGTV.
Yeah. Bring me back on the show. I'll just do this for a full hour. I'll just complain about it.
Janet Ford, Dash Dreams.
Exactly. So that's okay. So that was my opinion on HGTV.
You can follow
Right on.
HGTV at HGTV on Twitter.
Tell them we sent you.
Make
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
Dude's Brunch doesn't a fucking suck.
So, shameless plugs from me. You can follow me on Twitter at TC Olmstead. You can follow me on Snapchat on the same thing. Sometimes Janet and I fight about our home decor on Snapchat. It's really entertaining and not at all
Taylor's just
dorky.
being a little bitch about it, honestly.
Come at me. My house is better decorated than yours, and you know it.
Nice
Anyway.
Doctor Who poster.
Yeah. Get wrecked.
Who even painted that?
I don't know.
He did. Taylor did.
I did, yeah.
Did you use your fingers for that?
Ew.
You're the worst. You can follow the show on Twitter at Dudes Brunch. You can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/dudesbrunch. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can go to our website, dudesbrunch.wordpress.com, where you can find the bingo board, text articles, photos, t-shirts, stickers, all kinds of cool shit.
Nudes?
No nudes.
That's
Damn.
season 5.
That's season 5? Okay.
We're actually making a calendar right now. It's in the
Oh.
works.
Yeah,
Let me know. Let me know.
the dudes of Dudes Brunch.
Hope you like them pasty.
Ew.
So, one final note. Next week and the following week, we're doing something a little bit different. I don't want to reveal exactly what it is, but there will be no live show. So people who watch the show live, you get 2 weeks off. Panel, you get 3 weeks off. Way to go! You can get drunk on your own instead of on the internet. But we will be back in October with brand new episodes, as well as 2 special, I guess we're calling them episodes, in the next 2 weeks. So be looking out for those. Thanks, Janet.
Plug the
for
network.
coming on again. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. Also, shouts out to Wicked Radio Network. We are actually now a networked podcast, people. How awesome is that?
Yay!
wickedradio.com, I think is their website. I'll know it better for next week, but there will be links down below. They're pretty sweet. They have a lot of good shows, including us. So, thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to stick around for Shaun Doesn't Play Video Games over on YouTube, and we'll see you in October. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Janet.
Bye.
Bye.